Hi, I'm live. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Hi, Benighted. Congratulations on being and hi, DigiWave. Oh my goodness. I saw you in, Kale's stream chat the other day. I didn't know that you were Sector 2 Grunt. Ugh. I'm part of Sector 1. I'm part of Sector 0. In case you couldn't tell by the leaf on my head. I like Sector 0. We know what we're about. But I think Sector 2 is very accurate for you, Digi. You know it's this Saturday? I do not know it's this Saturday. Inform me, please. Oh, no, I do know it's a Saturday. It's Benighted's birthday! Do, 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 do. Am I right? Do, 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 do. Oh my goodness, happy pre-birthday. And then Sunday, I'll say happy post-birthday. Happy pre-birthday, happy post-birthday. Happy pre-birthday, happy post-birthday. Golly. Depending on where you are in the world, I deeply, deeply sympathize with your mother who had to give birth during the winter. I would simply pass away. I would simply pass away. Golly. Golly. Happy birth. Congratulations to your mom. For getting you out. Yeah, birthdays are just when you celebrate the successful evacuation from your mom. You know? That's really what a birthday is, if you think about it. If you think about it. That's really what a birthday is. It's also the anniversary of your parents having sex. Whoa! Golly. Golly. Happy birthday. Yeah, I have a running theory that people's favorite seasons correspond to the season they're born in. And generally speaking, I found a high correlation between the two. People born in the winter have winter as their favorite season. People born in the spring, spring's their favorite season. Summer, fall. You know, the whole shebang. The majority of my family are fall babies. And then I'm alone in the spring. I'm a spring chicken. But the rest of them, fall babies. No winter babies, though, which is good. Then we don't have to celebrate when in the cold. Your favorite season is winter because Christmas and your birthday gives you presents. It's a good thing your birthday's spaced a little bit, though, because I feel like you're just outside of the window of the yucky, like, we're gonna do a combiney, and we're gonna give you your birthday presents on Christmas, you know, BS. Because people who are too close to that window, they only get, like, you know, one set of gifts, and then it's like they don't really get a birthday. You gotta space those out, you know? Yeah, but it's still after Christmas, so everyone's broke. Oh, that's true. Yeah. You got me there. You got me there. I didn't think about that. The financials. Tax season. No. Actually, that probably affects my B-Day, because tax season's in the spring. Golly. And here I thought. Yeah. Someone was saying that if your birthday was going to overlap with a holiday, the best holiday to overlap with would be, like, Halloween. Because it's not a gift-giving holiday, so you wouldn't get skimped on the gifts. But everyone's already, like, expecting to go to a party, so then you just, like, everyone's already in a festive mood. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know which holiday I'd want to line up with. Maybe Thanksgiving. Because then we'd like eat a really big meal and then I would get birthday cake. Yeah, Thanksgiving birthday gift would be giant candy bars. Yeah, probably. You'd probably get a lot of like random Halloween crap. I think it's better to just not have your birthday near other holidays. You know, it's too close. Too close. And then you have those families where it's like awkward because their birthdays are too close together type of a deal. My family's kind of like that because we have a bunch of fall babies. Actually, my brother and my grandmama have the same birthday. So, you know, that's a weird time. Cause then like you call one of them and then you forget to call the other one and it's like, ugh. For Christmas, you got Cole Sour Patch Kids. Gah. I miss being a kid at Christmas. I feel like Christmas is really only good when you're a kid. And then, like, adult Christmas is less fun. You know what I mean? Like, kid Christmas, super fun. The holiday is mostly geared towards children, I feel, at this point. Because adult Christmas is, like, getting sugar or random adult crap. You know what I mean? Actually, some of my coworkers at my IRL have been on my case because gift giving is their love language and it's not mine. And they want to get me something because we work together and they're like getting little trinkets for all of their, you know, close coworkers. And they're like, what do you want? And I'm like, nothing, please. Don't give me anything. Please. I don't want anything. Yeah, a lot of people are surprised when I openly say I just kind of don't like receiving gifts. Hi, Joshua! Happy New Year! For the mighty lemon. The mighty lemon. Rawr! I'm mighty. This is the year of the horse, you know? I gotta step it up. Last year was the year of the dragon, the year of the snake. No, it was the year of the snake. Snake? I think so. And now it's the year of the horse. So I gotta be on my game, you know? Can't skimp on the game. But yeah, I don't like receiving gifts. I feel like it would be awkward at meet and greets because I don't like gifts. If I ever became like a really big streamer and then like I had a meet and greet at a convention and then people wanted to give me stuff, it'd be so awkward. And it's not that I don't appreciate gifts. It's just there's a lot of pressure when you receive a gift. Like, I've internalized from being a small child that if you don't react correctly when you receive a gift, then you're a horrible person. And that's a lot of pressure, and I don't like it. So I don't like getting gifts, even if it's something that I like, because people have expectations, and that kind of ruins the experience for me. Thanks, Joshua. Christmas is better for child you because they would get you Legos and stuff. Exactly! Why did we stop giving each other Legos? We should be getting each other Legos. Actually, I know why. Well, back to my original statement. We should continue giving each other Legos as an adult. If you guys caught my last stream, I built a Lego set on stream, and I did not know that there was a Lego building category on Twitch. That was interesting. But yeah, we should keep giving each other Legos. The problem is the Lego sets they buy you when you're like a little kid at Christmas typically are like the cheapo ones, like the little ones, like the Lego, like the city ones, you know, the Ninjago, like the whatever sets. And then when you're an adult, you want like the botanicals and the big Star Wars sets and stuff, and those are expensive. So instead you get socks, fluffy socks. I think I've gotten a pair of fluffy socks every Christmas for like the past 5 Christmases. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, I do like fluffy socks. And then people will come, okay, so here's the other thing I don't like about the expectations of gift giving. People like make it your problem, right? They're like, well, what do you want? Well, you didn't tell me what you wanted. I couldn't get you anything you wanted because I didn't know what you wanted. It's like, that's fine. I don't care. I don't need, like, I don't know. It just makes, I feel like the way some people interact with gift giving makes it feel like it was such an inconvenience to get me something. And I'm like, okay, well then don't. Like, I don't need anything. So, you know, don't do it. I think also these days, a lot of people just give me gift cards to Steam because they know that I'm a gamer and they don't know what to get me. So they just give me Steam gift cards, which is cool. I like that. That's a good choice, you know? And then it's like a gift card. So they have to manage their expectations. I can't be like, oh, this is wonderful thing. You know, I'll be like, oh, thanks. Like, that's the level, that's the general level of, like, enthusiasm I have for gifts that I receive. It's like, oh, thanks. And then people are like, oh. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not leaping around like a 2-year-old who just got, you know, the thing they thought Santa delivered. I don't know what to tell you. I have blasé reactions unless it's something that I'm like extremely excited about. I can't exactly pinpoint the last time I received a gift and just like went crazy, went stupid, excited. Because I just generally don't have that kind of reaction. You still want the Ninjago and stuff? Oh my goodness. I didn't even know there was a Ninjago Lego movie. I forget where I saw that. Maybe, I don't remember. We were looking for another movie and on like the streaming services, and then I saw the Ninjago Lego movie and I was like, what the? Hi, Berendi. Hello. Merry after Christmas and a happy after New Year to you. We're probably, if I'm being honest, we're probably gonna have this Christmas overlay up to like near the end of February. Basically, I don't stop celebrating Christmas until there's no snow on the ground. Because winter sans Christmas is just depression. So if I have to look at the snow, I'm also gonna be whimsical about it. It's good, but not the best Lego movie. I don't think I've seen a single Lego movie. I can't get into it because that's not my kind of humor. I don't like the really forced memeing is what I'm gonna refer to it as, which is also why I didn't watch the Minecraft movie. I really can't get behind the forced memeing. It's not my humor. I don't really get it. I don't really like it. So I have a hard time watching those, if I'm being honest. But I like the Lego games. I love the Lego games, actually. They're fire. They're fire. Lego Indiana Jones. Oof. Fire. Lego Star Wars. Oof. Fire. Lego Jurassic Park. Oof. Fire. Chicken Jockey. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't get it. I didn't like it. At least people kind of aren't saying that anymore. Now we're just stuck in the infinite 6-7 loop, which has been particularly annoying to me because I do that little hand gesture sometimes. Because, like, it's like, like either or, you know? A little hand gesture that goes with the meme. I've been using that my whole life as, like, either or. And now when I do it to mean either or, everyone's like, oh, 6-7. Let me live. But yeah. Yeah, I'm a little weird like that. I don't like getting gifts. Actually, my favorite time to get a gift, here's how I do Christmas. You guys want to hear how I do Christmas? I don't like receiving gifts on Christmas. I like banking my Christmas points and then spending them in the year whenever. So like this year, like what I'll do is I'll be out and about and I'll like see something I want, and then I'll turn to my non-platonic roommate and I'll be like, oh my goodness, can we get this as my Christmas gift? And then he'll be like, I guess so. So then that's my excuse to buy, like, make unreasonable purchases, like, in the middle of the year. It's like, oh, this will be my Christmas gift. And then we'd actually stick to it. So, like, this year, my Christmas gift was, the peak, golly. What's the guy's name? Bing Bong. I got the Bing Bong plushie from Makeship. What Makership? What's the name of that website? I can't think of it right now. But I got the Peak plushie. Golly, that formats really well in the Twitch chat. I'm impressed. The first two Lego movies, Lego Movie and Lego Batman, are the good Lego movies. I see. Yeah, that format's really well. I like that. Guys, we've been blessed. Nos ojos. Bendiga no mos. I don't know how to say that. That's so cute, though. Like the pre-pop cat. But yeah, that's how I do Christmas. I'm weird like that. I bank my Christmas points, and then I get myself random crap. I justify getting myself random crap during the year, and I just say it's for Christmas. I do that with my birthday, too. And then when it's that actual holiday, we just, like, don't really make a big deal out of it. And that's how I like to spend my holidays. I'm one of those people who likes, like, activities as a form of celebration. But people misinterpret that all the time. They're like, oh, let's go do that. I'm like, no. I want to stay in the house and watch a Christmas movie or, like, make a Christmas puzzle. If we must go caroling, we can go caroling. But I like doing stuff, not, like, just sitting around and getting stuff. Like, that just feels so weird to me that we do that as, like, a experience of our, you know, socialization. It's a weird little ritual thing. But yeah, I like doing activities on holidays. Which is why Halloween's pretty dope, because, like, you know, people orchestrate more like bigger things. But I like that around Christmas, there's like people will go like look at pretty things. Like you can drive down neighborhoods and look at all the decorations, or you can go to like places that do like ice sculpture stuff and you can look at that. You know, there's like stuff to do. Maybe not on Christmas Day, but like in the season, there's like stuff to do. I've always wanted to, like, I know this happens in some towns like that are designed for it, but you can do like the horse-drawn carriage ride through the town. I've wanted to do that. I've never done that in my life, but I feel like that would be an experience. And I'd have like one of those really big lap blankets and like a cozy cup of hot cocoa. I think that would be bliss. I'm gonna make it a double date. I'm gonna invite a pair of friends, and we'll make it a double date. We'll hire one of those like horse-drawn carriages, and a snowy day. You're a mix. Why go out and celebrate when you could be cozy and lazy? Yeah, exactly. But if we're gonna be cozy and lazy, I want there to be like, we're watching a movie, or we're like, oh, like making gingerbread houses. I want to do that this year when we get closer to Christmas. I want to do a hand cam stream of a gingerbread house. I have to figure out how to set that up though, because I do not want to do that on my computer at my computer station, and I don't know how I'm gonna film not at my computer station. Like the people who stream from their kitchen, I have no idea how they do that. So I'm gonna have to do some research. But I think it'd be so fun to build a gingerbread house. Or like those people who build the little cardboard villages and they make like the pipe cleaner Christmas trees, or they make like the little reindeers out of like wine bottle corks. That stuff is so cute. Like, give me crafts. Let me do crafts. But the nice thing about cozy Christmas activities is you don't necessarily need to do them with other people for them to retain their whimsy. Like, I don't think it's sad at all to watch a Christmas movie by yourself, build a gingerbread house by yourself. You know, like, that stuff is still really fun. That'd be like saying it's sad to build a Lego set by yourself, and that's, like, untrue. So Christmas activities, I feel like, are very accessible to be done alone. You can link OBS to phone. Yeah, but then you have to link phone to thing and have phone stand, and I gotta figure out how to do it. Hi, Ruby! still got the Minecraft gingerbread house you never did. There's a Minecraft gingerbread house? What the? Oh, guys, 3 is the magic number. Or people who made... What are we talking about? Did I miss something you said earlier? When you guys start a sentence with a word or, it's like... People who made the Final Fantasy XIV Caganer, I don't know what that word is, which is Catalan tradition to have somebody shit next to baby Jesus. What the heck? What is this sacrilege? We're talking about the nativity things? No, we weren't actually. I wasn't thinking about that. Do you guys not know about Christmas villages? Are you guys unaware of Christmas villages? Christmas villages have nothing to do with Jesus. I mean, I think you could have a manger scene in a Christmas village, but they literally have nothing to do with religion. Thought you were talking about the Christmas nativity scenes? Nope. But now that you bring those up, that is a big Christmas thing. I don't celebrate Christmas religiously though. The little things we make at home, I was talking about Christmas villages. Christmas villages. Christmas villages are like knick-knacky little like houses with snow on them and like little streetcars with snow on them. Like there's a whole, if you Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I can't hear the music anymore. That's because every time I talk, the music gets lower, maybe? Maybe it doesn't. I'm talking really loud, so that is understandable. But yeah, I don't know. I went to Florida for Christmas this year, so that's a whole different beast. Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas if it's not cold. And it was cold later, but that didn't feel like... Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas if you're not somewhere that canonically has snow. It's weird to be... Like, people who have to celebrate Christmas in the southern hemisphere, that must be silly. Must be a silly time. Yeah, and in Catalonia, they have a man shitting in the streets. What the... That doesn't sound very Christmassy. Yeah, Danny has a tropical Christmas. That just seems so strange. Because, like, everything that's, like, associated with Christmas is, like, cold, icy, snowy winter. And that's literally only half of the globe. So, you know. Yeah, if my summer vacation was going out to play in the snow, actually, that's so interesting though, because I've been talking about this as someone who works in education. I've actually been talking about that for a long time, that I think that we should switch up the school year and the kids should go to school during summer, our summer in the northern hemisphere, and then have winter break. But that's literally like what happens in the southern hemisphere, if that's like the way you do that. So that's so interesting. Winter is in July and hits lowest of 20 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, I can't do that conversion in my head, and I'm a Fahrenheit brain. So the 20 degrees Celsius doesn't mean a whole lot to me at this moment in time. Oh, golly. You know what a Christmas tradition I don't like, actually? Talking about, like, pooping Christmas traditions, apparently, that I never heard of. 68 to 69. That is kind of chilly. Depending on, like, if you're a humid area and it's, like, a wet chilly, that can be yucky. But that's not too bad. That's, like, as cold as I ever want to be. I don't want to be any colder than, like, upper 60s. Any colder than that, and I'm miserable. But the Christmas tradition that I absolutely hate is the elf on the shelf thing. That really annoys me, and I don't like it. And I'm really glad that my family never did that. I think it's weird and creepy, and I don't get it. 20 is a pretty nice temperature. Oh, okay. I like it to be whatever Celsius is the equivalent of like 80 Fahrenheit. I'm happy when it's 80. But I run very cold, so I like to be much warmer. I think the derivative versions of Elf on a Shelf, like when other media tries to replicate it to be like, oh look, we did a thing. I think that's fun, like the nod at an existing thing. But I think the actual like Elf on a Shelf where you have to hide it around the house is weird, and I don't like it. But that's okay. And then I was watching a stream, and I didn't realize there's so much controversy everywhere. Like things you thought were just like normal things end up being like controversial. And they were talking about like whether or not, because most Christmas trees I would argue are probably store-bought at this point. I don't think people are really necessarily going out there and chopping down their own trees that much, like for the majority. And people, they were arguing in this stream I was watching whether or not it's fine to have a non-green Christmas tree. Like if the Christmas tree has to be green, or if it could be like white or pink or a black Christmas tree. They were like arguing about it because one of them was like, no, it has to be green. That's like a law of Christmas. Your tree has to be green. It feels like the wedding dress argument where people are like, well, I wanted my wedding dress to be rainbow. And then other people are like, well, then that's not a wedding dress because your wedding dress has to be white. So yeah, I didn't really realize that argument existed about Christmas, you know, decor. But that's fine. Somewhere around here is 95 to 104. My units. That is toasty. I'm gonna be real. But I think I would have to take that trade just because I suffer so badly in the cold. You've seen white, so that's fine. No idea about black or pink. I think perhaps white gets a pass because trees can be covered with snow. So they're like, well, it's like the snowy version. But I've seen a lot of different colors of Christmas trees because, like, you can do whatever you want. I bet there's, like, a Barbie brand Christmas tree that's all pink. You know what I mean? And they'll be like, buy the pink one! But yeah, hot topic. It was a heated debate. It wasn't really a heated debate. But yeah. My only thing that I'm very, like, picky about is I'm definitely in on that, like, Christmas lights argument, and like how the new like LED Christmas lights suck the joy out of Christmas, and the old non-LED, I can't think of the word I want right now, the fluorescent ones, they just look so much more whimsical and beautiful, and you know, and now it just feels too like digital, and Christmas is losing its whimsy because the lights aren't that soft glow anymore. They're just like a harsh ping. Xmas lights have to be colorful. I like a nice plain white set of lights. I think that complements nicely with a tree that has colorful orbs, like baubles, you know, the ornaments. I think if you're gonna do, I think you have to match up. If you have rainbow ornaments, you have to have white lights. If you have like a plainer, like a silver ornament only, then you can have like rainbow lights. But when you have rainbow, it's too much. That's a lot. But white is kind of like a nice muted look. The pink one costs 20% more. That's probably real. That's probably real. The pink tax. The thing about wedding, white dress is to represent purity. So if you're a widow or divorced, you're not allowed to wear white. Yeah, but that's only like if you want it to mean that. It like... I think I'm kind of the opinion that like what one person does for their wedding doesn't have to spoil what another person wants to do. So if someone wants to wear like a leopard print wedding dress, like it's their event, you know what I mean? So I don't see a problem with it. I think that being very rigid on like some of the archaic meanings of certain things is kind of moot at this point because no one really treats it that way anyway. Because if we're being honest, if the wedding dress is supposed to be about purity, a lot of those people have already fucked anyway. You know what I mean? So that's out the window already. if we're being honest. So I don't know why we're holding the standard of garment when we're not even, that's not even what's happening. You know what I mean? So I think it's all kind of silly to hold the line for that one particular item. But, you know. Hello, welcome back from the ad jail. Welcome back from the ad jail. But yeah, that's just my hot takes on a cold evening. There you go. You guys can warm up by the fire of my my hot takes. Ooh, they'll keep you warm. A little spicy. But yeah, the same thing. I think the same thing about like, people who get really uppity on how different people celebrate Christmas. It's like none of it means what it used to. So there's no point in trying to force a standard that doesn't even apply anymore. How I think. But you know. Okay. Let's keep yip-yapping, chit-chatting about whatever we want. I do want to play a game. Because I don't know. I haven't really gotten to a point where I feel confident enough to run a pure, like, just chatting stream. I feel like a lot of times the beginnings of my streams, like, at some point it feels like maybe we should just talk the whole time. Because, you know, the convo's flowing. We're having a good time. Shooting the shit. Let's yap about Stranger Things. We can. Give me a second. I'm going to collect my thoughts. But I feel like I would need... I think to do a really successful just chatting stream for me, I would need to get to a place where stream attendance was higher. Because I find it very difficult to expect a conversation to flow when there's like 3 people here, you know? And that's on me, because it's my job to be entertaining enough so that more people want to hang around. But I'm working on that. This year, I think, because last year I feel like I let a lot of stuff go so that I could pursue certain things. And one of the things that kind of got waitlisted was me actually streaming. So this year, I'm trying to actually be consistent. So even though, like, we were supposed to stream a long time ago today, because I fell asleep and then I woke up, like, when stream is supposed to start, I'm still here streaming because of consistency. So my motto this year is better late than never. And I'm trying to hold to that. We were going to play Overwatch, but there's, like, wait times for those queues, and I felt like that was going to be a bad use of our time. But yeah, at some point I might do a pure just chatting stream, but I'd have to prepare a lot. I couldn't wing that. The chatting that happens at the beginning of streams is me winging it, and to successfully sustain like an hour of yip yap planned, I would need to prepare more. But yeah, you're cuddling your capybara plushie. Good. Actually, very on point, because we're gonna play Peak. I'm switching to Peak, guys. Because that's a game I can turn my brain off and just, like, do. So that way we can keep chatting. That's what I came up with. I feel like if I have to... What's going to happen this year is we're going to play a lot of Peak. Because anytime I can't be true to my schedule, we're just playing Peak. Is what's going to happen. So, yippee yippee, we're playing Peak. I think if you do a just chatting stream, you can do a puzzle or whatever, too. Yeah. The problem is that as soon as the task is not talking, then my brain forgets how to have a conversation. And then I get really hyper fixated in the task at hand. Which is why Peak is good for me, because I don't get hyper fixated in Peak since it's so second nature to do. So if I'm pairing yip-yapping with something, it's got to be something I don't have to think about. And I would actually get lost in a puzzle. We could play 14. It's weird, for some reason you feel nice with your Cappy never happened with any other plushie or body pillow. I wonder if it has to do with, like, the fabric of it, perhaps? Or maybe it's just the weighted nicely. I have plushies like that, too, where they just feel, you know, like, this is the one. But I do love all my plushies equally. You know, well, that's a lie, but I won't tell them that. And neither are you guys going to tell them that. I still have to post a picture of my plushie hammock in the Discord. Unfortunately, I forget who the kind soul was that bought that for me off of my throne wish list. But thank you, muchas gracias. I love it. They're all snuggled together and they're very happy in their hammock. Capybaras are native to a region, so there's that. Yeah, maybe there's just like a comfortable familiarity. There's a comfortable familiarity. But maybe we'll see Cappies in the game. Maybe we'll see some Cappies today in the game. Time to go Cappy hunting. Okay, also if I'm being totally honest, the reason that I ended up taking a fat nap today was because last night I stayed up really late working on another speed run because I found a really good peak map. And then unfortunately, my game started glitching a lot. Like, not in the good, like, this was a good for a speedrun. Like this glitch. And I don't know what to do about it. I'm actually very frustrated. Because I'm having a glitch of this game right now where when you click on the mountain, you're supposed to be able to grab it. But my guy is immediately letting go. And I don't know why that's happening. So I feel like it's either a hardware issue on my end, like my mouse input is bad. Or I need to check with the devs and be like, hey. Because there was a point where just like it was happening more frequently after some certain updates. So I don't know if it's me or if it's like the devs. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see if I end up having the glitch a lot. You should share a picture from all the plushes on your bed. On bed because no room anywhere else. Yeah, that's real. I don't exactly... I like having plushies, but I also kind of don't really know where to put them. Hence the hammock. Hence the plushie hammock. Can't even see me. Wah! Okay, so yeah, I don't know why my game... See, like, I'm not even doing anything and it'll just sometimes randomly let go of the wall. And it's supposed to, when you click, it's supposed to just re-grab onto the wall, but my game will, like, let go again and grab again. So if there's anyone in chat who's, like, a peak expert and would like to help me with this problem I'm having, bless you very much. I love you forever. Because it's really hard to do a speed run when your game is fricked. But yeah. So, Stranger Things. Oh, I know that your mouse might be reaching the end of its life. I just bought this mouse, though! Stop. I don't notice it happening in a lot of other games, to be honest, but I also don't play a lot of other games, to be honest. So, like, you know, if we're being honest, what other games do I play? You know? How many clicks it has? What the? Mice have a limited number of clicks? I probably used them all up playing Peak. Probably used them all up on the mountain. You know? Frick my baka-ass life, or whatever the saying is. But yeah, I'm worried that it's a mouse issue, but my mouse was expensive, so I'm gonna be really sad, because I have a more, like, ergonomic mouse. That you hold at an angle. I don't have like a flat on the surface of the desk mouse. Mine, my hand bends at an angle to be more natural and ergonomic. You know, that whole deal. So it was expensive, and I'm gonna be really sad if it's already dead, because I literally feel like I bought it last year. Why is tech not built to last anymore? You usually buy a mouse with 4 billion clicks, so you barely change them. See, look at this. See how that it just let go of the mountain? That wasn't me. That was the game. That was also the game again. So something is just really wrong with my inputs. And I don't know what it is, but it is frustrating me. Unfortunately. But yeah, I wasn't aware that mice were... Oh... Go up there. That mice had like ratings for amount of clicks. The most common mouse is 40k clicks. There's some in the millions. I don't know what this one is. I was very unfamiliar with that as a stat figure. Look, you can go up there. I kind of want to. But yeah, something is definitely wrong. Because when you play this game and you grab the mountain, it's supposed to just, like, grab the mountain. You're not supposed to have... Stuttering is maybe how I'll phrase it. The stuttering is really bad on my mouse right now. And I don't like it! But yeah, so I'm dealing with that right now. It seems like there's always some kind of tech issue that's happening. I was watching, Jacksepticeye. Oh good, I didn't, like, go there. Cause I don't remember, like, who the first Let's Player was that I watched, but I'm definitely part of the crowd that was, you know, really watching a lot of the OG Let's Play stuff that was going on YouTube back in the day. Which he is one of the, you know, forefathers of. But even he was like, yeah, my shit's all busted. And I'm like, yeah, I feel that. Like, whose shit isn't all busted? It's just very depressing! Everyone's shit is all busted all the time. Like, what the frack, knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. You know? It's dumb. It's dumb. I'm kind of on that conspiracy theory. It's not conspiracy theory really. It's just like something. It's the unspoken. It's the unspoken rule that stuff is just not built to last anymore because from a commercial standpoint, that's more expensive and it's more expensive to make and you lose money because then people don't need to buy your shit. So as a consumer, I do feel really fed up by the, like, let's build stuff cheaply so we can get it out there quickly and so that people need to replace it. That stuff is such a fucking scam! The average of a gamer that plays 6 hours a day is 1 million clicks a month. Golly. I don't know if I'm playing 6 hours a day. I question that. I question it. Question it. I do play a lot of Peak, though. So, if Peak is killing my, you know, stuff, worth it. Worth? But also, what the frick? I do like this mouse, though. It's been good to me. Be good, be good, be good, be good. Better be good to me. My mouse has been good to me. See, like that. I did not let go there. So that's fucky wucky and I don't like it. I don't love my groove, man. Oh, golly. That is me. That letting go is me. So don't worry about that. Also, how you click effects if you hold down the button or spam clicks. So to play Peak, you do have to hold down the button. So if that is having a negative effect, that's kind of like comes with the territory of the game, unfortunately. So maybe I am like killing my mouse from playing Peak. Peak is a mouse killer! Peak is a mouse killer! You have lady killers and you have mice killers. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. And then you have man killers. She's a man killer. Oh, no, she's a man eater. See, look at this. See, like, just letting go? That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to just grab the wall and climb smooth. Oh, grab the wall. Don't let go. If you let go, I'm gonna break your shit. This is a hard mountain today. Golly. But I love playing Peak. I can't help it. It's my drug of choice. It gives me the endorphins. The dorsal fins. Guys. This game gives me the dorsal fins. Okay, here's a question. Because we know the answer from me already. But when you kind of feel like ho-hum and you don't really want to play a game, but you want to play a game, what game do you... What's your go-to? What do you default to when, like, you want to play a game, but you also don't feel like in the mood to play a game? Because we all know that answer for me. I think if you bathe in alcohol to get better, try pressing the mouse button more down the middle. What the? Down the middle? What the frick does that mean? I mean, the other thing, and this is potentially kind of gross, but, my mouse could just be really fucking dirty. And I'm looking at it, and then maybe I just need to, like, clean it. Because my hands sweat when I am stressed. And originally... See, look at that. I'm just letting go. That's not supposed to happen. When I originally started playing this game, it really stressed me out. And so my hands would sweat a lot. So my mouse is kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, maybe it's a me issue. Yeah, maybe I'll get some isopropyl alcohol and I'll clean my mouse. Because it's kind of nasty. Just a little bit. That's the thing that's really dumb. I mean, this probably all goes together, realistically, if I'm, like, thinking about it. But I feel cold all the time. And I kind of question whether or not I had, like, Raynaud's, if you know what that is. It's like when your circulation's really bad in your extremities. Oh my goodness, another one. Another one. Yet, when I'm sleeping, I'm a freaking furnace. And when, sometimes when I'm just chilling... Oh, not the roots. This is not a speedrun day, guys. Roots is bad for speedruns. Sometimes when I'm just chilling, like, my hands will be really sweaty and my feet will be really sweaty. And I'm like, why if I'm so sweaty am I cold all the time? Why am I so cold all the time if I'm so sweaty? I'm sweating. And not like the good gamer kind of sweating. I'm sweating like, you know, the sweaty sweat. Sweaty makes sweater sweat. He was not. Let's do it! Ugh. Come on! Wah! I lived. And then I hurt myself anyway. Come on! What is the point? I hate it when you fall from a small distance and it's like, oh, you're injured. Sniffer! My sweaty feet. You leave my sweaty feet alone. Why are you guys sniffing? They're just feet. They're just feet. I also have a problem with my feet, though. Not like a gross problem. But, like, my feet are shaped like duck feet. You know what I mean? Like, like I have... What do you call duck feet? What are duck feet called, guys? Because whatever they're called, that's what I have. What do we call duck feet, guys? What's the name of that? I want to say flippers, and I know that's wrong. Please, just grab the mountain. God damn it. Yeah, this game is infinitely harder to play when your shit doesn't do what it's supposed to do. What do we call duck feet? That did not do what I wanted it to. This one will, though. Golly, this is hurting my brain now, because I know there's a name for the little waddly things ducks walk on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know you do. They have webbed flippers. Flippers? No. What do you call duck feet? Golly. Well, whatever they're called, I have those, basically. Like, basically, my feet, those, same thing. So, It's really hard for me to wear shoes because they all squish my feet very uncomfortably. I feel like this is a bad idea, what I'm thinking of doing right now. That is 100% gonna kill me. Please just grab the tree. Thank you. Because the other thing that this makes that glitch really annoying in this game in particular is that you get penalties for re-grabbing the wall. And I don't want to incur a re-grabbing penalty. Because I'm not trying to do that. It's my freaking shit. But yeah, it's really hard for me to find shoes that fit comfortably because my feet are freaking little paddles. Little duck paddles. So that makes life difficult. It's not easy being green, and it's not easy being yellow, and it's not easy being web-footed. All that stuff, difficult. There's gotta be. Can someone Google that, please? What are duck feet called? What are those bad boys called? Hurting my brain. I'm losing my mind over this conundrum. There we go. Okay, where should I go? But yeah, so there's that. They are called flippers? Okay. I thought so, but that also felt wrong. But if that's what it is, you know, I ain't gonna question it. That's the oh. Oh, he hit me. Damn it. He crawling back up here? Probably. I'm trying to get better at juking them. Because they're so annoying when they catch you. So, my strat for the zombies, in case anyone's, like, interested, is you, like... He die? Oh, no, he's not dead. He's alive and well, actually. There he is. What does he have, like, infinite stamina? Bye! Woo! What do you think, Zombino? This child is Zombino. This is bad. Maybe I can get him blown off the frickin' ledge. Palmated feet? What are you saying? Here, get blown off the ledge, man. That'd be really helpful if you could do that. You know, if you're like... There you go. See, then he falls. Ooh! Please grab. Then he falls, and then usually that kills him. So if we're lucky, he is now dead. If we're not lucky, he's gonna come back and be annoying to me. I don't know if we're lucky, though. We'll see. If he climbs back up here, I'm gonna be sad. Sounds like he's still alive, so that's annoying. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Hey. For a chance, are you a good one? Yay. Guys, I'm healed. But yeah, it really sucks, not being built like average Joe Schmo, who they make everything for. Because I'm very shormped. Ooh. I'm very shormped, and my feet are very big. So that's annoying. Where is this guy coming from? I'm gonna turn around, he's gonna like be right there. I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Where is he? I hate just hearing him. Like, that's the scariest thing when you don't know where he is, and it's like he could just launch himself on you at any point. Lem is a hobbit confirmed. I am! This is true! I also don't like wearing shoes because of that reason. Like, they just don't make shoes in my size. You know? It's very annoying. But I am a hobbit. I think if I was part of, like, Tolkien's stuff, you know, I would be a hobbit. Like, definitely. For sure. It's silly because I would want to be, like, if I had a choice in the matter, I would want to be, elven, you know? But I just don't think that's in the cards for me. I think, unfortunately, I'm that little guy. So, you know, I can't, as much as I want to fight it, you can't ignore the truth. Uh-oh. Is he still coming after me? Man. This guy's got perseverance for days. Maybe he gave up. You know, if we're lucky, he gave up. We kind of unlucky though, because this is a bad spot to be in. I'm feeling a little trapped. We climb straight up. It kind of looks like you can go through there. So the answer is yes, but also I don't think I really want to be here. Oh, I do want to be here actually. This is exactly where I want to be. Oh, nice. We found a little hidden passage. There's probably more zombies up here though, which is not cool. If I stop talking, I fell asleep past 11 a.m. here. Yeah, I know it's late for some of you guys. I'm sorry about that. I usually stream earlier your time. This is an abnormal stream time for me. In truth. Verily I say unto you. But go to bed if you're tired. If it's your bedtime. Just go sleep. 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 It's okay. Take care of yourself. Ooh. See, look, I fucking let go of stuff. Okay, we gotta juke the system. You ready? Oh, it didn't really juke it. And your voice is soothing for some reason? Oh, just, you know, for some reason. It's not like I have a nice voice or anything. Just, you know, for some reason. Just, you know, randomly. You know, no one can really figure it out. I have a soothing voice. It's okay, I know what you mean. This is gonna be a bad one. Nope, it's a good one. Thank you, though. My voice is soothing as long as I'm not playing something that scares me. Then, you know, it's anyone's bet. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can make use of some of this good stuff. Okay, so that's gone. Okay. And I get back up here. But yeah, I stayed up till like 3 p.m. yesterday because I was playing Peak. Wouldn't recommend. I would have gotten my new PB though if it hadn't been for the freaking glitchies. The freaking glitchies, man. Those freaking glitchies, man. It seems like I cannot shoot the rope while I am jumping. How are we doing up here? Got some stand on? We got a leg to stand on, boys. Things are looking good. But yeah, thanks guys for joining me. I just wanted to make sure I checked in and didn't, you know, let myself go. As was what kind of happened last year. Like there'd be reasons why my stream kind of didn't work the way I had planned it, and then like I just wouldn't stream. And I don't want to be that way this year. Please don't waste. Don't waste. I am tired. So yeah, this year we're trying to just make it work. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, baby. I don't want to miss a thing. We're really lucky we only saw one zombie, though. And I only got bit once. There's more boxes out there, but that feels like a trap. I feel like I should just proceed onward. You know what I mean? We've come so far. I did something so dumb yesterday when I was in my, when I was trying to do speed runs. I had a really good time going, and then I just got really distracted and I totally abandoned my speed run and was just like running around the map. And then I'm like, what am I doing? It was the weirdest thing ever. I got possessed. I got possessed because there's a new item in the Alpine where the cappies are. There's a new item. They added the moon fruit that made like the Scoutmaster fall asleep, which is why he's like this evil dead guy now. They added that to that level and I found it and I was like, oh damn. So I abandoned my speed run because I wanted to go get it. That's so dumb. But yeah, this game is my kryptonite. My crypto. So I gotta figure this mouse shit out because this is really impacting my gameplay. It's like when I was doing rhythm game, I play a specific rhythm game. It's called FFR, which is kind of like a play on like DDR. But you play it exclusively on the computer. There's no like dance pad or nothing. And I, after a while, needed to upgrade my keyboard because the inputs weren't tracking fast enough for me to actually do it correctly. So I'm wondering if we're getting to a point, if we're getting to a point, you know, where I just need something a little better. Oh my goodness, roots into Alpine? What the frick? What the frick? Roots into Alpine, and it's the spiky Alpine. Golly, let's see if we can find the capybaras. Woo, it's winter. Sometimes you can figure out where they are if you see the steam coming out of the mountain. But I don't. Oh, they're over here. They're right where my little reticle is. That's where the cappies are. So if we can get over there, we can go see them. I don't know if that's the best way up the mountain, though, I'm going to be honest. That looks kind of treacherous. But we'll see. Let's see what I can do. Ow. I actually like when all the spiky stuff is on the map, because then when it's windy, when it's heckin' windy, you can just hide behind it. It actually makes life pretty convenient. Ooh. Let's put you in here. Let's keep you with me. Actually, because of what would it be like, let's eat this. And then let's keep this on our person. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still missing one achievement for this game. But I need a flan to play the game with me or I can't get the achievement. So there's that. But yeah. So anyway, someone wanted to talk about Stranger Things. Initial thoughts. I've seen up through like half of season 2. So I'm pretty behind. You know, all things considered. But I liked it. I like the premise of the show. It feels... Initially, I had a really hard time, like, understanding the point. Because it takes a long time, I feel like, for season 1 to really establish that what the big bad is. Like, yeah, Will Byers goes missing. But then it's just like, it feels like maybe everyone's... like, it does... you don't know what's real at that point. So it's difficult to really feel invested in everything that's going on. Because until it gets to a part where you're, like, seeing the upside down, you're like, oh, shit. Like, until then, it's like, it doesn't feel serious. But then after that, you're like, oh. And I really like the writing of the show. I find it to be quite compelling. It got really weird. I don't know if it is technically season 2 that I got to, or if I don't actually remember where I left off. But I left off at the part where, like, 11 is looking for her mom. That's kind of the last thing I remember. That was weird. I don't know how I feel about when narratives that seem really linear all of a sudden introduce new plot points. But I still have a lot of questions, obviously, because I'm not really that far. And I do want to get back into it. I've been seeing some of, like, the controversies being discussed around season 5. Like the drama with the actors and stuff. But that's about the extent of, like, what I know that's currently going on in the show. Other than that, I'm kind of out of the loop. But I do really like the characters. The who's and what's and all that stuff of Stranger Things. It is a very compelling show. I was primed to like it, though, because I watched, I really liked the movie Super 8. It feels very similar. You know, like, 80s ragtag bunch of chillins, you know, encountering the supernatural. It's basically, you know, like Super 8. Look at this! This is so pretty! I wonder if this is the plane I'm supposed to, like, come through back here. Because this feels right, you know? But also, it's like, how do I... you know? Like, where do I go? Ah! The spiky maps are just built so weird. And I'm hungry, which is bad. And the only thing I have to curb my hungry is milk. Milk. But yeah, so that's how I feel about Stranger Things. What else? What else have I been watching? What the? Look at this tree! It's growing, like, right on the spike. Hello? Tree? Tree? Are you good? I feel like I want to go out here, but I don't know if this is the play. I almost feel like I should back up. But those... is this close enough? I feel like I could do this if I wasn't having my weird freaking glitch. Oh, it did it. That thing's probably gonna erupt, which is not where I want to be when that happens. Making my way downtown. Fucking fast. Golly. Where do I go? This is a strange map day. This would probably be a really good one to play with actual, like, friends, though. Ooh, the game wants me to jump over. The game definitely wants me to jump over there. I am scared, though. I'm scared I'm not gonna be able to grab it. Grab it! Grab it! Yeah, because if I try to keep going the way I'm going, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to keep climbing. And I'm getting so hungry. I'm getting so hungry. Can I make this jump? Golly. Well. We did it, friends. I'm alive. We did it, friends! It should really be over there, though, because that's where all the good stuff is. Because I have this theory that in Peak, you're supposed to try to go the direction where you see chests. Because that's where you're going to get the items that, like, keep you going. You know what I'm saying? There's no items this way. So that's a little precarious, but maybe we can get across here. We climb up and then we climb down. And then we climb up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the play. That seems a little far still. But I realized that this game lost a lot of whimsy for me because I play it to be fast now more than I do to, like, explore the game. Because this game was a lot of, like, exploration for me once upon a time. How do I get over here? I feel like I'm not doing what I want to be doing. Time to do some reconnaissance. How do I get down there? I think I just have to climb straight down. This is scary! Okay. Making my way downtown. We just have to make sure we don't miss our footing. If we miss our footing, that's a problem. I think we got it, though. Okay. It's working! It's working! It's working! And that's pod racing. Golly, this is a strange map. And that's pod racing. Okay, what do we got? Food! And a heater. That's good. What do we got? Ooh, a lantern. I'll take it. Lanterns are also good because they can warm you up. Okay, so we're over here now. The Cappies are over here too. We might be able to meet them. I think the only real danger of this run right now is that the fog might catch up to me. But yeah, this is definitely very strangely constructed. So I'm a little nervous on the outset. Oh, I got chilled. I got chilled. Not the chill. Think of the children. Okay. There's more cases over there, but I don't think I'm supposed to go over there. I just go up. Like, what do we... What's the play? What? I mean, this game is called Peak, right? Oh, boy. I'm sliding. Oh, golly. Oh, golly. I only have one climbing item, so if I don't pick the correct place to climb, it's all over. It's schmover. Lantern time. Oh, lantern time is not working. Get this man out of the wind. Whew. A balloon? Okay, now I have two things of, climbing goodies. That doesn't really heal anything. Okay. Noted. Okay, and I'm hungry, which is not great. Okay, but there they are. So maybe I should climb down to them because then I can get food. That might be the play. Please, I don't want to be cold. Can I actually wedge myself into this little hole? I can! Actually, though, we might not want to go see the Cappies just because I actually could fit in here. This is important progress. We might want to... Oh, boy. We might want to stay out here, guys. Because it's such a risk to climb back down, you know? Ooh. This is money. Okay, And then I think instead of the stove, I will take a second heat pack. Okay, I think this is going well. I'm just hungry, which is not good. But other than the hunger, I feel good. I knew that I would now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know? I feel good. So good. I knew that I... Da-da-da-da-da. Wow! I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would now. I need some food. Some food. I got a you. That jump scared me. Stand up here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I need my other heat pack. Okay, what is this? Okay. I'm very intrigued by what is going on here. I think we're doing it. I think we're gonna make it out. Unfortunately, we couldn't go see the Cappies. Wasn't in the cards today. But we're gonna live, so, you know, that's also good. We like that as well, so that's okay. We like living. I don't know how I feel about that route. I kind of like it. It had some, you know, some ups and downs. But this was good. And one of my problems in this game, when I play it specifically, is that I tend to resource grub. So I don't use stuff when I probably should, just because I'm afraid I'm not going to find stuff later. I'm very conservative. I hoard resources, which can be a good thing. It just depends on your play style. Resource hoarding is typically not a good strat for speed running, so I'm trying to let some of that go, you know. Trying to let it go. Let it go. Ooh. So I don't need the lantern anymore. I can let you go. For sure. And then I have you. And I have you. Neither of which are helpful for the caldera, but that's where we are, so. I am not hungry anymore, though, which is good. I think we might do it today. I think it's gonna work. I think it'll be it, and I'll be that guy. I'm really excited, because this weekend, I'm gonna go pick up Peaches from Daddy Daycare, because my dad watched her while we went on our vacation for the winter. I think she had a wonderful time. He sent me pictures of her every day. Mostly because I got on his case about it. But yeah, we're gonna go get her. And I have now invested more so in her well-being than I ever have before because she's getting kind of old. Because I read about this cat who's like 30 years old now. And I was like, damn. You know, that's a kitty that's received love and top-tier care. So I just spent a ton of freaking money to buy, like, cat shit stuff. I bought her a new food bowl that's smaller so we can kind of curb her eating because she's getting really fat. So we're hoping if she has a smaller food bowl, you know, it'll feel like it was full so she won't feel like she's getting skimped on, you know what I mean? The reasoning in there and whatnot. Makes sense. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We also got her one of those water dishes that, like, bubbles and to feel more like running water to hopefully encourage her to drink more. We're getting her new food now. So she's gonna have that good wet food instead of the dry kibblies I was giving her before. We really invested, you know what I mean? We really invested in that girl. And I'm really hoping it means that she's gonna have impeccable longevity, you know? The jevity is going to be long. I didn't mean to fall there. Golly. Do we got anything good over here, man? On the case. So yeah, so this weekend I'm gonna go get her. And then we're gonna reintroduce her to the home. I hope she didn't get too attached to being at dad's daycare and night care. But I love her and I want her to be happy. Now we're gonna spend a lot of money on the girl. But it's gonna be great. Hopefully. You know? You gotta believe. You gotta believe in the good things. I feel like we're gonna try something. We're gonna try some tech here that I don't normally use. But we'll see if I like it. Ooh, that worked swimmingly. Uh-oh, that didn't work swimmingly. We did not swim there. That was swimming. So you can jump farther on a soda. That's good to know. I did not know that. Now I do. That feels important to know. It feels of note. I'm not really going for time here anymore because this is a hard level. So we're really just going for completion. We're going for the gold star. You know, the participation trophy. Saying we did it. I'm still thinking about starting up a stream type where I stream every day and just play the peak for that day. And if we die, then stream ends. And if we make it, then you know, we won. We won at life. Actually, right now, how far could this go? Really? I'm thinking I like those odds. I feel like I shouldn't have used this here because I really didn't need to, but also I can just skip all the bullshit. So, you know, choices were made. Please stop losing your footing. That is so freaking annoying. But yeah, I'm definitely, my speedrun days are kind of numbered until I can figure out my tech issue, which is not my favorite. See, we probably should have saved that chain launch for like this shit. Oh, we're living on the edge. Living life dangerously. It's okay, it paid off. Hi, Tiny. Gonna have to change your name to Burnt Cheeks Lemon after this scorching. Nah, I've always been hot stuff. I've always been hot stuff. That's just part of the brand. Questioning the brand. Hi, Tiny. How are you doing? Also, I feel like nobody answered my question. I asked you guys when you want to play a game, but you also don't want to play a game. What game do you play? You know, what's that thing you do when nothing else sounds good? And you just like, you gotta taste for some gaming. But that, all the options feel too involved. And you're like, I just want to do something simple. What's the game? What's the play? Because mine's Peak. Like, we know that about me. Because I looked through my game list, and I'm like, yeah, we definitely can't play Overwatch. I looked through my game list, and I was like, well, what the frick do we play then? And I thought about it, and I thought about it. I'm like, well, we could play some Hollow Cure. Ooh, I do want you, actually. We could play some Hollow Cure. Ooh, should I take the flare with me? That's a risky play. But then I'm like, that's kind of hyper. I don't know if we're in a hyper mood tonight. Oh, good stuff. Okay, so we need you. For sure. Okay, good. You're gonna roll, so... I can just drink you now. Yeah. Oh, but I want the other lollipop, too. I think Balloony's gonna have to... take a walk. No food, though! This is not my favorite. But we made it through the caldera. That wasn't bad. I've seen no claw grabs this game, which is also not my favorite. I think at one point I had said my favorite item in this game was the piton. It's definitely the claw grab now. The Spider-Man. The Life Weaver lifesteal. But yeah, I was looking through my games library and I was like, well, we could play Hollow Cure, because that's a fun, you know, safe low game. Check in with the girls and whatnot. But then I was like, yeah, but, you know, that game can get a little cray-cray. We're trying to wind down a little bit. It's going to be really late for everyone. And I'm like, well, I could play one of my cozy games. And I'm like, yeah, but there's, like, narrative to that. It's kind of late. I don't really want to have to pay attention to story. Then I was like, well, I guess Peak. I have a lot of games in my game library that I've been wanting to share with you guys, and we're just not there yet. And I'm trying to get better at scheduling further in advance, so that some of these games end up on the schedule. And I don't want to get to a place where I just like guerrilla streaming all the time. Like, I want to actually pick games and then play the games I said I was gonna play. Which shouldn't be as difficult as it is for some reason in my life. Yeah, I was doing a speedrun. I deleted the footage. I kind of wanted to save it just for the sadness of it, but I deleted the footage. Because when you do your speedruns, you have to record them so you can submit them for official, you know, ranking purposes. But because of the little glitch I was having, I got all the way to here, had a really good time. I had the 6 balloon pack that just lets you freaking fly out of here. And then my guy died because I did that little grab thing glitch happened, and I fell right into the lava, and it was game over. And I was so pissed. I can't even begin to just explain to you how pissed I was. I was so pissed. And then I closed my computer and I went to bed. At 3 in the morning. I was sad though, because when you find good mountains, you only have, you know, like, so many hours to work at them, you know? So I'm like, well, I can't waste this opportunity. So I stayed up really late, only to have my game freaking glitch all over the place. Like, golly. Golly jeebus, man, you know? Can't even have nice things anymore. Okay, where do I want to go? Probably this way. But yeah, I'm if you guys follow the free games bot in our Discord meetup place and in the Discord server, if you guys are following that bot, he just announced that Epic Games had that Tower Balloons game available. So I got it. And I want to play that with you guys because I really like tower defense games. So that's gonna be in a stream coming up. And I was thinking of doing it today since we kind of deleted our other plans. But then I'm like, but it's so weird to like start something. You know, that can just be bad timing. Can this be walked on? And if yes, how far? Okay. I'm walking here. Okay. Where the frick do I go? I think I soda up again. See where it gets me. Okay. That wasn't bad. I'll take it. Oops, that's bad though. Okay, this is actually really bad. Please stop frying me. Okay. I think the frying has ceased. Straight up. Golly, it worked. I don't like the way I'm playing this. At all. You got control because of that bot. It's the best homie. The only robot we liked. Okay, hold up. Back up. What are we talking about? I'm confused and lost. Control because of what bot? Back up for me. You're free. Oh, yes. Okay. Now I know what we're talking about. Good. There's been a bunch of games that I've gotten through there that I feel really excited about playing. So that's good. I'm glad that we are all enjoying the bot. I also like that addition. I'm really glad I figured out how to do the roles stuff, though, in the server, because I know a lot of you guys are getting pinged for stuff you did not care about. And I'm glad that we fixed that, so now you're not getting useless pings. So that's good. But yeah, I got a balloons tower defense game, and I'm gonna play that with you guys. I also got the Trine series, that I know people have thoughts and feelings about that. That one. So we'll see. We'll see when they can get put into the rotation. You know. You know. But that is my goal, is to put them into the rotation. Like, why get them if I'm never gonna play them with you guys, you know what I mean? So obviously the idea is we're gonna play them together. Ooh. This glitch is really making this game scary for me. Because I never know if I'm actually gonna grab onto the wall or if it's gonna be like, game over. I'm gonna fall in the lava. Ah! Ah! But till death do us part. Am I right, guys? Nothing. Okay. Well, frick. But better climbing? Except for it gets really toasty. But I think this is the play. I think that is the play. Let's try it. I don't know about you guys who play this game, but I do not use that cannon. And in fact, the achievement you're supposed to get by using the cannon, I did not get by using the cannon. And I tried to tell the devs that. I'm like, devs, just so you know, I, got this achievement from jumping across the chasm. Not, like, not yeeting myself across the chasm like you wanted us to. So just so you know, like, if that's a problem, just so you know, that's, like, a thing that's happening. These rocks are toasty. My feet are burning. These rocks are toasty, but there's a chest here. Ooh, nice. Okay. Thank you, item lords, for this bountiful harvest you have provided today. Amen. The item lords have been good to us today. Sometimes they are not. It's also really freaking hard to do a good speedrun if your items are dookie. The question is, can I stand up here? I feel like the answer should be yes, but I don't know. It is yes. Okay, good. And then I think I can let that calm down, and I think we can soda up this place. Yeah. Soda from the peak gods. Soda from the peak gods. I don't like using my extra stamina like that, but it feels necessary. We're close! I think we can just climb right behind. Let's take our last item. Let's leave the backpack. It will do us no good where we're going. It's all straight up from here, guys. And except if you fall back down because you're a ninny. Like me. But that's okay. Ninnies can still make it to the peak. No rules against a ninny making it to the peak. There's still a place for you on the helicopter. Man, see, look at all these items I hoarded and now I'm never gonna use them. Never gonna use them. Okay, where'd we get out to? We're so close. Look at us right here. Yippee! Yippee! We did it! So this rope, don't need you. This baton, don't need you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Woo! We did it! I was also really mad because on one of my speedruns, I brought a flare with me. Because if you can use your flare right at the beginning of the peak, it saves you some time. But then my freaking backpack glitched through the map. I lost my flare. I'm so mad about that. Golly. That was such a good map, and I'm really sad that I wasn't able to, like, make it happen. Come on, just grab, do the thing, man. Just grab. We did it, guys! We did it! At least I'm also not having the other glitch I was having where it, like, wouldn't let me use items. And they kept, like, restarting to load. That was really annoying. But we did it! We made it up to the peak. This was a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. That beach was difficult. The alpine was difficult. The routes, we got lucky. We definitely got lucky. Caldera and Kiln, not bad. I'll take it. Definitely not a sub hour time. This has to be hour something. Place your bets. Yep, hour and 3 minutes. Golly. Well, there you go. We did it. Ching, 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 ching. We did it. We did it. Taking some screenshots. Taking a picture for the people. Documenting our good times. Everybody say cheese. If you say cheese in the chat, you'll be in the picture. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, guys. We did it! We did it! I'm proud of this one. That was a hard mountain. That took some thought. These are the kind of mountains that are really good for playing as, like, with a group of people. Because these mountains really feel like they're built to like, need help. And need other people to carry items and, like, grab you and all that good stuff. So yeah, getting successfully to the top of one of those guys feels very rewarding. Because yesterday's mountain was very easy. And when that happens, you're like, oh, this is a speedrun mountain. There you go. Let me get out of here and then let's go back to our Crimus room. Crimus! Crimus! Oh, you know what I gotta start doing, guys? Don't let me forget about this, because it potentially could happen soon. We gotta start figuring out what we want to do to party for, once we reach 600 Zesty Besties. We're very close. I was hoping it would happen before the end of 2025. It did not. That's okay, though. 2025, we hit 500 Zesty Besties. So 2026, obvi, is the year we hit 600 Zesty Besties. The Zesty army grows. But we gotta think about what we want to do. I'm thinking I'll set up another, like, community night. That could be fun. You know? That could be a good time. Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness! But yeah, so we gotta keep our eye on that. If you have 10 friends and you want to recommend that they become a Zesty Bestie, I love you. That would be amazing. But only if you want to. Only if that feels right. You know? I know I'm not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. I think it's better if you can find the people that are for you. And if it's not me, you know, and you gotta move on, totally understand, and I wish you the best, and I only want you to find the places that make you feel happy and whole and safe. And speaking of which, I know where we're gonna go. I know who we're gonna go say hi to. I know who we're gonna go say hi to. We're gonna go say hi to Fua! Fua is doing what I wanted to be doing earlier. Because Fua doesn't frick around. Fua is doing art. And I was supposed to do that on Tuesday and I didn't do it. I have yet to do art. I need to do art. I think our Sunday TBA Strem might be an art strem. I have 3 options for Sunday stream because on my schedule it's not dedicated to anything right now. But Sunday stream will either be art, because I have art I want to do, or it'll be Final Fantasy 14, and I don't know if I'm ready to hop back into that yet because I have some things I want to get out of the way first. Or we'll start our hikey series that I was supposed to start last year in like November, and I didn't think it just didn't happen. But I really want to start that game, so we shall see. So yeah, if it probably in that order too. I'll do art. If I'm not feeling that, it'll probably be Final Fantasy 14. And then if I'm really not feeling that, we'll play hikey. We'll play our next pixel art platformer with plot. And I'm really excited about it. But thank you for everyone who joined in tonight. We're heading over to say hi to Fua. Fua. If you're coming on the raid, you can grab a raid message. I think many of us probably, like myself, will be hitting the hay soon though. So if you are unable to come say hi to Fua, no worries. I appreciate you all the same. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we're staying consistent this year, guys. Better late than never. Better late than never. We're doing the things. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not exactly what we thought was going to happen, we're putting in the time and we're seeing if that gives us the results. So yeah, I'm feeling good. And I'm glad that thus far we've been able to hang out twice in this new year. 3 times. This is the 3rd time. Thank you guys for being here with me. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye and good night!